Is it recording?
It is recording.
Oh. Thursday Thunder.
Yes. Welcome back, Kim. How you feeling?
Yeah, I've had an interesting week.
You have.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I've had the...
you want to hear about my week?
I would love to hear about your week.
Oh, okay.
I think everyone else would like to hear as well.
Well, I had a procedure on Monday, a medical procedure. Well, to be precise, I had a colonoscopy. But the procedure itself, it's under general anaesthetic, so you don't really know anything about it. But proceeding into a colonoscopy is interesting. Yes,
I was getting a lot of updates.
Because you need to prep your bowel. Yeah. So on Saturday you have a certain diet. You can't eat any grains or nuts.
Yep.
White potato, a bit of white bread, eggs, boiled chicken. That's it, sort of, basically.
Normal stuff.
Yeah. So and then on the Sunday, you only have liquid.
Yeah.
White or clear liquid. So you could drink like I had like a chicken noodle soup, but you've got to strain all the noodles out.
Yeah.
So you just drink in the liquid. So, and then you start the bowel preparation.
We'll use that word.
Yeah. So that starts about 3 p.m. So you have this sachet. I think it was called Pico Prep. I looked it all up. And the idea is that this causes you to really clean out your bowels.
As in you were no more than 2 feet away from a toilet?
No. The recommendations was that you do not leave home and you be next to a working toilet in the proximity. Now, it was interesting because I took it at 3 o'clock and it was about at 4 o'clock. It was like you sort of go, huh, and you know how sometimes you're sitting there and you think, oh, I've just got a little fart?
Yeah.
These weren't a little fart.
You had to run.
No. So you've seen Dumb and Dumber, the original movie?
Yep.
Well, just think of that scene where Jim Carrey is at his girlfriend's house using her toilet.
Yeah, when he gives his friend the laxative. Yeah. It's just a little tip. Yeah, okay. Well,
that's pretty well it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it only then lasts for about maybe 45 minutes when you feel fine.
Yep.
You know, and then it was about 6 o'clock I had to take another sachet, and then about an hour later you again have this 45 minutes, and then I had to take another sachet to the point where, look, I don't want to get too gross about it, but in the end it's just all virtually clear.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and you know that's when you're clean, you know, and it was interesting. Yeah, and I must admit, you know, this would be pretty cool to do every now and then because you felt awesome, like you felt clean.
Fair enough.
And empty.
We are not in any way advocating the use of hospital-grade laxatives.
No, we're not.
Can you put a disclaimer down the bottom there, Ari?
No.
Good, thanks.
Yeah. So, then I had the procedure and that was it, you know. Yep. Well, no, it wasn't really.
And then the following procedure took place and...
Yeah, I had the procedure on Monday and then on Monday night, I just went to bed as per normal, and I woke up Tuesday morning about 2 o'clock needing to go to the toilet, for a pee, pretty well busting, and I went to the toilet and I couldn't go. Like, I couldn't go. Yeah. It's like there was a switch between down there and the brain just wasn't working. It just, you wanted to go and I couldn't go, and I sort of, it's a bit strange, but I was, pretty well busting to go. So I couldn't get back to sleep, so I'm sort of Googling, can't urinate after a colonoscopy, and I found out that general anaesthetic can affect that. And it's actually quite common. And it ended up being that mine was so severe that by 4:30 I was in doubled over severe pain, where Julie rushed me to the emergency department, and the only relief that they could give me was a catheter.
Let's not get into that detail.
But in the end, that was like instant relief, and it was like nearly 900 mil came out of me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was my few days.
That was your weekend. Well, onto the gym.
But getting back to that, no, I'll just go back. All the doctors, everyone was just I said, oh yeah, you just got urine retention. Yeah, that happens. And apparently this is a really common thing. Up to 70% of people who have general anesthetic experience some form of severe, it's called post-operative urine retention. And everyone was like, oh yeah, you'll be right, you'll be right.
Just have this and done.
And he was. I ended up being a couple of days and I was right. You know, everything's all back to normal. But yeah, that was interesting. But nobody warns you about this stuff.
So you're like, oh, something's terribly, terribly wrong with me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden...
So just be prepared. If you ever have a surgery and you're under general anesthetic, people, that can happen. And it is actually quite common.
All right.
Moving right along. All right, bodybuilding news. There's not much happening in bodybuilding news. I don't know if you saw the big... Josh has put up a couple of pictures. Big Josh. Seen them lately? No, he put up a picture, I think it was this morning. And man, he looks good. He's big. He's sitting at about 125. And his comp is on August the 4th. So that's 2 weeks from this weekend.
He's going very well for himself.
Yeah, look, I think he'll really get that, you know. Another thing I want to talk about is Ready Fit meals. We talked about Ready Fit meals before.
We sure have.
But I've noticed a few posts where some companies are going, we stock fresh meals, not frozen. Well, we stock frozen meals because, one, the fresh meals don't last that long. They haven't got a long life in the fridge. Only a couple of days in the fridge, and if they don't get sold, they have to be thrown out. But rest assured, people, you don't eat a frozen meal. You thaw it out first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ready Fit meals thaw out beautifully. So what's some of the new range? You've got the chili con carne.
Chili con carne, you've got
I've got chicken patties, and one of the best sellers at the moment is the butter chicken, which is just amazing.
It is incredible.
So
very, very well done.
Just because you buy a meal frozen doesn't mean that it's bad quality.
Or it's not fresh.
No, exactly right. These are snap frozen fresh. And when you thaw out these Ready Fit meals, they taste like they're just absolutely just come straight out of the ovens. They've got no dryness.
They've got... The sauce it's still got a nice consistency.
Yeah. Everything's beautiful. So try them out, available at all the stores and here at the gym. And not only that, because we've got them frozen, we've got, I think, about 6 or 7,
7 varieties.
Different varieties. Yeah. So there's also different varieties. Comes in a 250 gram and a 350 gram meal. 350 gram meals are really popular, but the girls like the 250s. Yeah. So yeah, just because it's a frozen meal doesn't mean that the quality is no good. And Ready Fit meals wouldn't do that if it was.
No.
Far from it. We had a question, someone put up a question about SARMS. Now, I don't know about you, I don't know much about SARMS.
I've been asked about them, but I don't know what they are.
Look, this is something that we really can't answer properly, because in all honesty, I haven't looked into SARMS, I haven't used SARMS. I know that if you are in a tested sport, you're going to test positive with them. So in that respect, are they as good as steroids? Well, no, I don't think so, because people would use more SARMS than steroids.
Yes.
You know, you can really only buy them online in these really dodgy looking websites. I really don't know about it. If you want to go and there's a podcast called Aussie Muscle Asylum Radio. Go to the website Aussie Muscle Asylum. Have a look through the podcast, because there was one podcast where they devoted a segment to SARMS. And they would be better to answer your question. I think would be better to do that.
We haven't
really, I got no knowledge about it, and I'm not prepared to make any sort of comment on something that I really don't know anything about. So we'll leave it at that. What's new at the shop?
A few things actually. Two new products in stock. I recently did my own review on it, which I was good on it. That I felt it did pretty well. Kill Labs Executioner and Dark Metal Manson. These are both very high sterling pre-workouts. We've tried them both.
Check out the review, which you'll find here on our YouTube page. So Adrian's review is live now. At the end of this video, we'll do a review on the Manson. But on a quick punch in the face review, I would give Executioner, I don't know, 4 punches in the head.
Out of 5, definitely.
Yeah. This stuff works very quickly. It's in your system very quickly. Good beta-alanine tingles. That gives you a nice itchiness.
The best thing I found about it is you feel great.
Yes.
Like you actually feel naturally happy with what you're doing. Because all the ingredients looked at, they are all cater towards dopamine and norepinephrine release, and to keep it in your brain. So, which another interesting, it is DMHA free.
Yeah.
But it definitely doesn't feel like it.
No. I liked it. So check out Adrian's review on it, but definitely good 4 punches in the face out of 5. The Manson, we'll do a full review on that at the end of this video, so stick around. Ari will also splice it as a separate review. But quickly, Manson was a little bit different. Manson was took a while to kick in, and that's because it's got oxygold in it, which basically delays that hit. So while I took it about 20 minutes before my workout, really before that I would say it wasn't even a punch in the head. No. It was maybe a big slap in the face. But I noticed about 40 minutes, 30 minutes into my workout.
started squatting, that's when he was like, wait a second.
Remember I told you that? And it's like I got 2 punches in the head. So just beware. You want a quick pre-workout executioner. 15 minutes, boom, you're ready to go. This, you're going to have to allow at least 35 to 40 minutes. At least. But we'll go into a full review on that at the end of the video. What else have we got new? We've got these have come back in.
All different coloured bottles.
So there's a blue one, there's also a black one.
A pink one and a purple?
And a purple. So these are now available online and in stores. The 2.2 litre coloured bottles. We have got a great special from Glanbia and our friends at BSN. So the big bag, the 3.8 kilo, 100 serve synthetic edge bag, $99.95.
As opposed to usual price of $149.95.
That's right.
This is available at all shops and at the gym as well. So that's in vanilla and chocolate. So
so that's flavors. Online now, ready to go. And in stores. Don't forget, we're still doing our Cyborg clearance, so all Cyborg products are 20% off until run out. That's about it.
That's it for now.
That's it. So we'll catch you guys next week, but we will move right on now to AM review. AM review. So this time we are talking about Manson, the new pre-workout that came in. This is from, what was the company?
Dark Metal.
Dark Metal. How's that? The other one we did the review on was the Executioner, which was from Killer Labs.
Killer Labs.
Interesting company names.
Very occultish sort of theme going on now for a lot of these companies.
So tell us, Adrian, tell us the ingredient profile of Manson.
Well, Manson, you're looking at a 5 gram serving size, around 35 servings to a tub. First ingredient, of course, is beta-alanine. We all know what beta-alanine does. It is an antioxidant that delays the onset feeling of lactic acid in the blood, so you can push out more reps. Also complements the Krebs cycle with creatine and giving you power. Well, before we move on, I'll get onto that. A lot of people will come along, and a lot of people, they don't realise that the itchiness you get in a pre-workout is an ingredient. I get so many people come in, oh yeah, I think I had a bad reaction to this pre-workout. No, it's an ingredient and you're meant to feel that, and it's a good sign that that ingredient is in a good clinical dose in that product. If you start getting a little bit of itchiness, that's just your blood vessels dilating and it will pass soon. Exactly. Okay, second ingredient is L-tyrosine. L-tyrosine is a very good central nervous system stimulant. It's going to give you a nice switched on feeling. Good nootropic. Exactly. Let's see, my eyes aren't very good. Caffeine anhydrous. It's caffeine. We don't have an exact dosage of the caffeine. There's about 250 milligrams when I question on a thing. So it's a good medium to high dose of caffeine. The next ingredient is fourth on the list, which is pretty high up there, is DMHA. But it's noted as 2-aminoheptane. DMHA, very similar to DMAA, which we all know will be off the market as October 1st. Will be off the market on October 1st. But what that does, it just traps dopamine and norepinephrine in the brain, closes off those pathways, so you have that natural good high feeling for a good 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to have to wrap this up. We are, definitely. Yes. Battery's getting low. Second one, dicaffeine malate. It's a time-release caffeine. L-carnitine tartrate. It's carnitine bonded with tartaric acid. Again, complements the Krebs cycle, and also is a good antioxidant. And it's got the oxygold in it. Oxygold, which is what delays the effect, the stimulant effect. And hence, as we were talking before at the beginning of our Thursday Thunder, it is a pre-workout. You're going to have to allow about 35 to 40 minutes. And the last ingredient, of course, is ampiberry, which increases the longevity of those stimulant effects. Exactly right. So our punch in the face I'd say
out of 5?
I'd say around 3.3, around 2.5 to 3, I reckon.
2.5 to 3, I reckon. Yep, but don't forget, it's a delayed punch in the face.
Yes.
Yep. So about 2.5 to 3 punches in the face for our Manson, available now online and in all our stores. $69.95 with free delivery nationwide.
That's the one.
Thanks, guys. We'll catch you next time for AM Review.